Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Four Swords Podcast. My name is Minato Max. Today we are joined with the usual cast. We got Luxray Master.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Lux Master here, back at it again with another podcast. Call me Luxray King, Luxray. I don't know, let's say kid or man, Luxray man, or
The gears
like
are turning.
Yeah.
Just give him like 10 years, he'll get to the end.
I'm pulling a Max here.
We got Miles per hour.
Said, not losing any stocks in GameStop. Nope, not me.
And then Trevor Man 5.
Who is the human that is controversial and diversive and but somehow has sold 20 million units. It's become the third best-selling game human in the franchise of human beings. I don't know how.
Today we got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We got the Fighters Pass Volume 2. In case you guys don't know, there's 3 characters left. Today, all 4 of us are going to be giving our prediction/wants for these final 3 characters. I'm going to start with my first character. I'm throwing it out there, Ryu Hayabusa. I believe he's going to be in the Fighters Pass at some point. I don't know which character or which part of the pass he's going to be in, but he's from the Ninja Gaiden series. There's a history with Nintendo and Koei Tecmo games, where Koei Tecmo has actually done a lot for Nintendo more recently with games like the Hyrule Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors, even Fire Emblem Three Houses. So the more reasoning why I believe Ryu is going to be in the game is just because of the history side of Nintendo and Koei Tecmo, and just because Ninja Gaiden is a very popular retro game, and we haven't gotten a retro DLC character in the Fighters Pass yet. So
Watch it be the fucking Ninja Gaiden 3 version of him from like Ninja Theory.
that is the thing I was wondering, which version are they going to go with him? And another thing I was wondering, how are they going to go with his name? Because obviously we have Ryu from Street Fighter already in the game. I've seen people speculate what if it would be just Hayabusa, because I believe it's called Dead or Alive. That's how they have his name in the game, because I think he's a playable character. And
Yeah, he is.
that's how they listed him.
Titties.
You know what? Someone had to say it.
I just look at the big anime titties, man. Come on, that's what I buy that for. That's why I want a Switch copy for.
Has anyone actually played that game for the combat? Anyway.
Exactly. Or have you gone on the Rule 34 to see the titties?
Or is it going to be something like Ryu Hayabusa? It'd just be a big, long name? I don't know. There's a lot of things to go with this character. I've talked enough. Let's see what Miles got on his list.
Alright, on my list, I have the safest among safest characters, because I just can't imagine another Pokemon not being in this pass. So, Rillaboom, from Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Because Nintendo loves their advertising of their recent games, or fairly recent games. We have
the controversial game too.
Yep. We have our fully evolved water type in Greninja, our fully evolved fire type in Incineroar, where we don't count Charizard because they're solo Pokemon. So it would only make sense for Rillaboom to be that other Pokemon. I have a soft spot for sound-based characters like that. And I think that Rillaboom could potentially have a really neat moveset. And like said, I can't imagine Nintendo or Sakurai just not doing anything Gen 8 related besides Spirits. That's just me.
Interesting. You know, I think it would be really cool to have that, just because all the starters in Pokemon we have in the Smash Brothers series. We have a fire type, we have a water type. We've never got a grass type. I mean, I guess you could consider Ivysaur, but a full-on, just one...
Yeah, the fully evolved solo, we don't have that. And, honestly, it bothers me. It really
does,
bothers
yeah.
me. I know that a lot of people will say, quote-unquote, waste a slot, but I just think it's inevitable. I'm sorry.
I'd be alright with it, just because, I mean, I feel like Decidueye should have been our Pokemon character instead of Incineroar. That might be an interesting debate right there. Because, like we said, grass-type starter, we don't have that.
Yeah.
But yeah, alright then. Luxray, what do you have on your list?
Now, of course, I want to start with like a first part, like just like how Miles did with his character. And I have to say, I know people are not gonna agree with me, but hear me out. Like I have to say, Impa from the Legend of Zelda series. I say Impa. I say Impa because, you know, because she's like one of the she's part of the, like the cast of main characters in the Zelda series. Like she's always been there. Well, at least so far. I mean, there's probably been some games where she wasn't there, but like she's basically like the prince, like Zelda's bodyguard,
Hmm.
you know, and like she's always been there to help Zelda in a pinch, and you've seen that in many games. I know you've seen her as an old lady, and then you see her as a young girl,
Or
of
the
course,
butch
but, like,
lesbian in Ocarina of Time.
yeah,
Or that badass warrior in Hyrule Warriors 1.
Oh God,
Yeah.
yes.
I love her. I love her so much.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
yeah, and then them making her hot in Age of Calamity, but
They literally
yeah,
said copy paste with her and Paya.
yes. Oh God, but like young Impa could get it. I'm just saying.
yeah, but,
I'm
like,
gonna beat you with a horny stick. Hey, bonk.
Bonk?
Yeah,
Oh,
like-
you make me more horny if you bonk me. Stop.
Oh hell no.
This-
but yeah,
I like
yeah.
the fight.
But yeah, Impa, one of the main reasons, like that's one of the main reasons, like like I said, is it's just she's one of those characters out there that we haven't gotten, yet. That's like been, is one of the other side characters, like yeah, it's just like that, and like and also because like it would be a lot better to get another character. I mean, I know maybe you don't want to hear me say like, oh, they have to fill a couple character slot, because I'm not only thinking of that, but like I feel like it'd be a lot more fair to also include Impa if they're gonna just include Impa, because like I would, of course, as another Zelda character, because there's not really much to really choose from as other characters. I know our characters like Skull Kid, Girahim, were preferred to assist trophies, and they got cut bad.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah, so it's just like I'm feeling like Impa's like our next option logically, in my mind.
There's also the fact that the Zelda franchise's representation is kind of sad. Because we have the same 3 characters: 3 Links, 2 Zeldas, and a Ganondorf.
it's a good
And,
pick. It's a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there's a good chance of that too. I personally believe we're either getting Impa or Ryu, one of those two, because obviously Koei Tecmo developed the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Even though that's not a Koei Tecmo character, in some forms it would kind of represent them in some sort of way. Not really. I think everyone gets what I'm saying. But great pick. Great pick. Trevor, what do you got on your list?
So mine is, so everyone wants the orange Bandicoot in the games, but I want the purple dragon. I'm still giving life to this old friendly feud, I should say, of the orange Bandicoot versus the purple dragon. And in my opinion, the orange Bandicoot has gotten way more love. Because the Orange Bandicoot is more synonymous with PlayStation and Sony than Spyro is. Spyro was, in a sense, one of their mascots. One of their many mascots, actually. But also, Spyro's just my favorite. I have both the Insane Trilogy and the Reignited Trilogy on Switch and on PC. And I've only beaten Crash 1 on the Insane Trilogy. I've beaten the whole Spyro Trilogy multiple times, so ad nauseum, and yeah, I still love it. But I really think it would be different because, like, after seeing Minecraft Steve being able to be implemented in the game, I think Sakurai could actually implement the purple dragon, make him interesting, give him a charge attack, like give him a flame breath attack, like a flying attack, like a charge up attack and stuff. I really think he could have a proper moveset too, and also like having a stage based off like artisans or whatever would just be amazing, kind of like how Crash Team Racing did a stage from all the Spyro games in celebration of Spyro being released. It was like beautiful. So I really think Sakurai could, if anyone could do it, Sakurai could do it.
Oh,
is what I'm
definitely.
saying.
Definitely.
Yes, that man made Minecraft Steve. playable. Okay, I have faith.
My man reworked every stage in the game to make Steve work.
That
That's
man-
dedication.
That man deserves a vacation, like a 10-year vacation. Okay.
Please.
Yeah.
Like a 10-year vacation while he's protesting Melee be put on the Switch.
Yeah, and just to say on that, I honestly, my brother, the Black Wasabi actually wanted Spyro, so he's with you on that totally.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
like
would
your
love to have a Skylanders representation in Smash. So
Maybe as a
Like, I
costume
know
for Spyro.
so many people just got mad. I was joking about that. I know Spyro originated before Skylanders.
I mean, I would think of alternate costumes. Like you could have his reignited version, but like as an alternate costume, you could have his PS1 model as a nice alternate costume.
Please.
Because I know they did that for the reignited, where they had a retro cheat code. Like you put in an actual cheat code, it goes in the retro skin, which is
Love when games do
beautifully.
That's pretty cool. That's
Absolutely
really
love when games do that.
I
That
love
would be
it.
pretty dope. That would definitely-
Reignited did so much for the fans. So I'm just gonna gush about that real quick, because you had the original soundtrack and that. So yes, as an
Fair
alternate
enough.
skin, retro Spyro, I would love that as an alternate costume.
Fair enough. I feel like Crash and Spyro are a package deal though.
Yeah.
So it seems like you can't have one without the other. Which is why everyone says Crash first, and then I feel like if Crash makes it in Smash, then people will say Spyro. That just seems to be the thing with those two.
Yeah, because
that-
because Naughty Dog and Insomniac Games were actually like, I think they were right next to each other, and so they kind of talked and passed around like not code and stuff, but passed around stuff. And so like they had like those two companies had a good friendship, and which is why in a lot of like every Spyro game you can find a demo if you do a cheat code in the original Spyro games. You can find a demo for Crash, like Crash 3, Crash CTR, and then Crash Bash.
Pretty cool.
So yeah,
And they've been
Makes
intertwined ever since.
yes.
Definitely.
Especially with the Game Boy Advance games, Spyro Orange, Spyro
Crash Purple
yeah.
and Spyro Orange.
Yep, where the two
Yeah.
met.
So
Yeah.
that brings me back to me, and now Trevor's about to really hate me.
Oh god.
I believe we're gonna see Crash Bandicoot in
You bastard! You betrayed me.
Oh my
That's
God.
going on to
That's
my
it. I'm
next.
leaving this call. I'm kidding.
Going on to my next character, I have Crash Bandicoot. The reason why I believe this, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has pretty much, they pretty much always try to top themselves when it comes to bringing characters. We've seen this with Steve. I would argue that Sephiroth kind of tops Steve in a way. I feel like the best next thing to do to top everything they've done is to get Crash Bandicoot. And the reason why I say Crash Bandicoot is the history between Mario and Crash Bandicoot. This game,
yeah, the commercials.
yes, this game's literally fits with those commercials. And if they did a reveal trailer, they should get the costumes.
Yes.
And then if I don't know if anyone remembers,
Oh, I
N64, the N64
Yes.
Smash Bros. Game had a costume trailer. If they could somehow incorporate both of those, dude, this could be one of the best gaming trailers of all time.
Bruh, you just have a trailer of the guy in the Crash costume going like, "Hey, Papa Boy, it's your worst nightmare." Except that this time, it's not gonna be versing your N64. It's gonna be versing you, because we're gonna settle it in Smash.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
would
would,
be
I
dope.
know that would be one of those break the internet moments right there.
Oh, it would
Crash,
be.
in my opinion, is the best. I feel like if Crash were to happen, it's going to be the final character of the Fighter's Pass. Because that's one to break the internet.
Yeah.
Similar to Steve, I would say Sephiroth broke the internet also. I believe that's what they always try to do, is one-up each other every chance they can get. And Crash Bandicoot just makes sense. And you brought up Crash and Spyro bundle deal. I do agree with that. So that's why I'm saying Spyro would be a me costume.
Oh no.
Don't you dare! Don't you!
Oh, no.
Don't you fucking dare, Gino, my purple boy! I swear to God.
Gino, my purple
Oh
boy.
my
That's
God.
I believe
Don't
that's
Gino,
how,
my purple boy. He
That's
has
how
no
they're-
respect for Gino.
that's how they're gonna do Spyro. They're gonna throw him as a me costume.
I'm throwing away. I'm deleting my copy of Ultimate. If that happens. That's not fair. That's
Bro,
not fair.
Yeah, I can see how it is unfair. 'Cause
Honestly, That's one of those moments where I wish they could do a Fighter Pass 3. I feel like it's kind of foolish that they just end on 2. I get it. Characters a lot of work to do. I really do. But Smash is a money printer. I feel like they'd be missing out if they didn't do a number 3, and 3 is a good number to end off on.
Also, if they do Orange Bandicoot, my purple dragon deserves justice, and I demand justice, not a me costume.
If there is a third Fighters Pass, I think Spyro's chances come back.
It skyrockets if Crash is in there.
I just believe they would choose Crash over Spyro just because of the whole commercial, the whole history with
Not
that.
to mention, Crash is more of a like Cloud. Crash is more of a representation of Sony and the PlayStation 1 than Spyro is.
Exactly, and not to mention my last point with Crash. There's been this theory, or not? It's not really a theory. It's been a leak / rumor. I have not been able to find where this originated and how real this is. Trevor, you might know some information on this. There is this supposed 5-year Crash Bandicoot plan that was shown off 2 years ago, and that's what it's being said. People have found this out about 4 months ago, and basically, it was saying how there would be Crash would come onto the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox One and Switch. It did. And they even said that it would be coming out 1 year later after the PS4 version came out. Basically, it's successfully predicted Crash's more recent stuff. It hasn't gotten anything wrong.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing about it, but I don't remember because it was kind of Crash. I kind of skimmed over it, not Spyro. But like, it makes sense because like, what is it? 2 years after Crash? 2 years after Crash, the Insane Trilogy came out, we got CTR because after Crash came Spyro, and then we got CTR, and then we got Crash 4, but we also got Spyro on like Switch and PC. But right now we're in the year of Spyro basically. We're waiting for another Spyro game to come out, not a Crash game. So in the meantime, we could get Crash and Smash to be like, oh yeah, here's to hold you over to Spyro or something.
And it does say that Crash would be in Smash with this 5-year plan. We're going to find out if this is true. I have not been able to find where it originated, so make sure to take that with a grain of salt. I don't know what to think on it. It has some credibility, but it's just like, why didn't we find out about this sooner?
Yeah.
We'll find out if it turns out like the Mario 3D All Stars prediction, where it's like, oh, that's not gonna happen. Origami King comes out. Oh shit, this actually has some weight to it now.
Oh yeah. Now Now I did have something I want to say about that Max, like Crash. Like now one of the things I'm wondering is just like I always like I don't know every time. When it comes to like when it came to like Smash 4, I guess back in the time, a lot of people when people brought up Crash, a lot of people were just like, I don't want Crash. I don't think Crash deserves to be in this game. I'm like, I kind of wonder why people don't want Crash. That's not wondering because a lot of people I've seen before didn't really want Crash Bandicoot.
Everyone's a party pooper. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I want Spyro more, but still, I think Crash does deserve to be in this game.
Though that makes me do wonder. Like Smash 4 kind of did this thing with the Pac-Man trailer where like it was red, blue, and yellow. Mario's red, Sonic and Mega Man are blue, and Pac-Man's yellow, obviously. So, Crash would be orange and Spyro would be purple, but who would be green? Who's the iconic green mascot platformer?
Croc?
Wait, is Gex a platform? I don't even remember.
Gex is a 3D platformer.
Yes, Gex.
Right,
Gex is getting in the game. Gex is getting in the game. Yes.
We're kicking off the Gex revival.
So Miles, we're back at you. What's your second character?
Okay, but hold on. If any of you motherfuckers say Master Chief, I swear to God, I'm walking out this call.
Mikosh?
How dare you be so predictable?
Fair. I'll be a little less predictable, but not so much. Dr. Eggman, straight up. With all the villains we have in Smash, especially with Sephiroth, we need another Sonic character. And Eggman would be the perfect one because he was with Sonic ever since the beginning. Safe to say he's a very iconic villain. Definitely up there with Bowser and Sephiroth. Sonic's moveset is mediocre in Smash. So we kind of need someone to carry the slack for the franchise. I know that when it comes to stages, we have two perfectly good stages. Well, no, not perfectly good, because who cares about Slime Boss World here? I'm kidding.
I care.
I like the mobile game, the Infinite Runner.
What else? And
Oh, that's the game where they had Angry Birds as a character. It's Sonic Dash. I know you're talking
never
about.
forget. Never forget. But you know, Bowser Jr. introduced an interesting idea with vehicle characters, and we should continue that with Eggman specifically. And we need more Sonic remixes. We only have one, and it was from Brawl. Come on, there's like so many Sonic songs that need remixes. It would just be so good.
I just want another
So-
Sonic character just for the fact of what you talked about with remixes. The music for, in terms of third party, used to be Final Fantasy having the worst lineup of music. I would say, to be honest, now, I would say it would be either Minecraft or the Sonic games that have the worst representation in terms of the music side. They
And
have.
you know what?
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, I think with Minecraft, it's a little excusable due to the fact that they had to cherry pick from other Minecraft games, and it's a newer franchise to Smash. Sonic has been here for a decade.
Yes, I agree
Wait,
with you.
not a decade and a half. We're old. We're old.
Alright.
I totally agree with you on that. I think that would be an interesting character to see in Smash 2, just because there's loads of things you could do with Eggman. As you mentioned, with the bringing up like Bowser Jr., they could do something similar with him and Eggman. That would be really cool. Or just something without that. I don't know. There's a lot of moveset potential for Eggman, so I like that idea. I really
And you know what? I had this idea where his main gimmick would be a Metal Sonic meter, where he would basically summon his own Sonic, but no, it's Metal Sonic. Like, think of the Ditto Pokeball, but you know, it's Metal Sonic.
Yeah, I like that. That's an interesting idea. That's a good one.
Yeah, it
I
sounds like
that
a good idea, definitely. And like I think Eggman would be great to have in the game, especially. And I think if many people have said they want a Shadow, which is his trophy, and they say Knuckles and Tails with their new costumes, but like I think Eggman fits right in. And I know people can argue, well, Tails and Knuckles were there for so long, and like but like. Do you see any other characters that?
Like, yeah, that's
we
just
talked
unfortunate circumstances. Like, like if it was me, Tails would be the second Sonic character in Smash. But him being a bot me costume, because there's my rule where there can't be a DLC character who's already a DLC costume, because it'd be strange to buy something twice like that. So like Eggman is just the best we have. Like, unless there's other Sonic characters, like shoot, I'd kill for Blaze, but like. And then everyone loves Blaze, just I know Blaze is not going to sell well compared to other characters. So Eggman would just be the character. The wisest one, at least.
Yeah, I know my boy Foss. Shout out to you, Foss SP, the one, Infinite. I mean, I thought that was pretty cool, but then again, I can understand why he would want Infinite, but I just, in my opinion, I do think Eggman is a better fit only because he's been there for a long time. He's been there in the series for a long time, and like I feel like it might be more ideal too. I'm just thinking it's more of me thinking of because I know Nintendo's always kept up with characters that have been in the series for a long time. So, but then again, there are characters like Byleth that of course came in. I guess it doesn't really, but then again, it may not really matter too. But I just think honestly, Eggman would be the best pick. Would probably be the best pick as of right now. That's what I would think.
Oh yeah.
I don't mean to like kind of to like degrade other characters, because like those were good options too. But I'm just thinking Eggman would probably have to work. Probably be a good way to work with.
Fantastic.
Maybe one day, Chaos. Maybe one day you'll get Smash. So that goes back to luxury. What's on your list, dude?
Now, going back to Brawl, and again, this is another character. Well, yeah, I don't even have to say it because I'm about to go with it. So of course, a character I'm thinking that this character was actually yeah, it was actually cut from the list of characters that's supposed to be in Brawl, and that character has to be Dixie Kong. Now,
Ooh, that's a good
y'all
pick.
hear me? Dixie Kong, yeah, because Dixie Kong was supposed to be in with Diddy Kong together, like the Ice Climbers were in Brawl, but that was cut. And the reason, and like I know maybe people would be like, "Oh, why we want another Donkey Kong character?" I mean, I think the reason why I say Dixie Kong because I feel like Dixie Kong would be pretty. I think a pretty stable moveset, and also it would have been it could have been she could have basically could have been a easy echo too because she could have some of Diddy Kong's moves, but also some other things too. And it's just the fact that they cut her from Brawl, it's kind of crazy. I mean, they could have done something with her because like she was in. Obviously, y'all, for those of you out there, probably played some Donkey Kong games out there, and you've seen Dixie playable along with Diddy. So I think it would make sense if Dixie gets in and she can, use her hair as like a helicopter, just as like her recovery, of course. Like everyone can think of that, but like, yeah, it's one of the main reasons is just like the fact that she was cut, and I think they could have done better justice, and to like get us and also at the same time to also get us that last DK rap. Other than King speaking of that, also King K. Rool, the fact that King K. Rool came into the picture was like I was hoping they'll also add in Dixie Kong, but like no, but I'm not complaining. But, I mean, I'm glad King K. Rool's in. I just think it would be pretty cool to have Dixie in the game as well, just to finish off the reps.
The original DK trio, per se.
Pretty much, and yeah, and because she would have a pretty cool moveset. Maybe not the best moveset compared to Diddy. I mean, if they wanted to, they could have made her. They could also make her like a semi echo, to where it's like she has some moves from Diddy.
Yeah.
Where she has some of her own. I heard something about a bubble pop gun or something like that.
Yeah, in Tropical Freeze, she has like a gumball bubblegum gun instead of a peanut gun like Diddy Kong has.
So we're back at Trevor. What else do you got on your list, my friend?
So I try to make my list full of people of characters that don't have a lot of representation, or companies that don't have a lot of representation, or just none at all. And my next character is orange, but instead of a Bandicoot, it's an orange squirrel.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Conker.
Oh, that's a
Conker.
good pick. That's a good pick.
Conker, huh?
Conker. So I love some of his dialogue being the little cheeky British humor that he has, but cursing, but it would be bleeped out because it's Conker. So you hear like a little like thing like whenever he curses, but still though, like because Rare's only representation is Banjo right now, and that's like having some more N64 representation from Rare's heyday would be like Conker or Joanna Dark, but I feel like Conker would be better,
Yeah.
I like Conker is more of the kid-friendly kind of character. At least that's what he looks like, even though his personality in the games he's in aren't that. But still, though, not to mention, I feel like Smash would be a good way in general for Rare's older IPs like Banjo and Conker to kind of be revitalized and back into the public eye. Like, oh shit, what's this orange squirrel? Oh my god, it's a funny orange squirrel.
Hey, maybe we'll get the Rare Replay on Switch. That'd be nice.
Exactly. Yeah. Like it could be used to promote Rare Replay, because Banjo-Kazooie wasn't used to promote anything really. It was just being like, yeah, this is purely from Nintendo's history. So, I just think it's a nice idea just having the orange squirrel on there. Like, be like Banjo, be like, yo, what's up? Because I already reunited with Diddy Kong, because we were both in Diddy Kong Racing. But like, Conker, what's up, man? And by the way, this is a kids game, so don't curse. If you do, it'll be bleeped out like that. Anyway,
I think that is interesting you say Conquer, because a lot of people don't realize this, but ever since Sephiroth got in the game, Smash Bros. Is now the Ultimate, if you count the DLC, is now considered rated T for whatever reason. I don't know why Sephiroth made the game rated T and not some of the other characters that's in the game. But if you look at
Oh my god.
Nice.
But
Thank you.
they could do a somewhat more mature Conquer, not doing like full on cussing, but they could still have somewhat of a more mature Conquer since the game is already rated T. They've tried so hard not to be rated T, and it's back at rated T.
So basically, some innuendos, if anything.
Yeah.
Should
Maybe
be
have the big-breasted flower return on the stage.
Oh,
That-
If they could get away with that one, then I have more power to them.
Mhm.
I mean, the kids will be asking, "Yo, mommy, why does that flower have like extra
So-
features, whatever?"
But then again, I think a lot of King of Fighters fans would be upset. So the Big Titty Flower can get it, but my Shiranui can't be a spirit? What the hell, Sakurai?
So that comes back to me. If people know me, they know I have been a big pusher for this character, and I believe it's actually going to happen at some point. I'm saying Rayman. The reason why I believe Rayman would be in Smash Brothers. So we gotta go back in time. Back to Byleth. The reason why I bring Byleth up, when they had the Mii costumes for Byleth, they brought up Assassin's Creed and Rabbids. Why would you do Assassin's Creed and Rabbids and not Rayman if Rayman was not supposed to be a character in Smash at all? Why would you not have a Rayman Mii costume or just any Rayman characters? I guess in some ways you can consider Rabbids a Rayman character.
I'm about to say, like, Rayman was invented Rabbit. Rabbids came from the Rayman series. So if anything, Rayman deserves a spot more than Rabbids.
Oh yeah.
And I bring that up too. A lot of people, it's like, well, there's no way you could do a Rayman Mii costume. Yes, you can. Look at the Pig Mii costume. Look at the Rabbits. They did a Rabbit's hat only. You don't need the arms. You could just throw a Rayman hat. Boom. I think it's very strange to see the fact that there is no Rayman costume at all, unless, of course, there's a character coming. And obviously, we know spirits don't deconfirm characters now.
Thank you,
And
Min Min.
there is a Rayman spirit, always has been in the game. And everyone has been asking for Rayman, and Rayman even had his own trophy in Smash Bros. 4, or Wii U 3DS. And actually, other Rayman characters, funny enough, were in that game as trophies. I believe Rayman's time to shine is finally here. And I really believe, out of all these characters I talked about today, I believe Rayman is for sure getting in.
We can also thank RC Omni for his fake leak for Smash.
Ah,
That-
dude. Oh, no.
Dude, that was known around the internet.
Dude,
that was known around.
That was one of the best leaks I've ever seen in my life.
I remember that Ubisoft made a public comment about this. They were like, we have no idea what is happening right now. They're like, no comment. Ubisoft was shaken by it. They probably contacted Nintendo to figure out, okay, so is Rayman actually in the game? They convinced Ubisoft that leak was real, which is just crazy. Artist Omni did such an amazing job, and I believe his chances are finally here. So,
Yeah.
without going forward, I don't know if anything else anyone wants to say about Rayman, but I'm going to go straight back to Miles. What else do you have on your list?
Let's see. So number 3. Now, I believe that we are due for a Capcom Characters because Capcom loves being in Smash.
Mm-hmm.
Just straight up, like Mega Man's remixes and the Street Fighter characters. But I've been thinking, like, there's so many Capcom characters that come to mind. The big one being Dante. A lot of people are saying Chun-Li. Granted, I'd love to see Chun-Li. I love playing as her in Street Fighter 5 for multiple reasons. Stop it. Anyway.
Listen,
let's
those
see.
thighs could crush.
Phoenix Wright would be funny. However, and I know this character isn't likely, but I want Amaterasu from Okami in Smash.
I was thinking about
Um,
Tommy.
Is that the white thing? I think
Yep,
like-
the White Wolf. the sun goddess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Oh yeah. I remember you talking.
Now-
Yeah,
I was thinking you were gonna go through either Okami, like for some reason Okami, that, or Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Or I figured you were gonna say Resident Evil
Like-
or
like
Beautiful
Jill
Joe.
Valentine or like Leon.
Beautiful Joe.
Granted, like I do, Beautiful Joe wouldn't have been a bad choice. And as for Resident Evil, you know, that would, since everyone loves 4 to death, Leon would be a good character. Leon would be a good character.
Yeah,
in
that or the
Smash.
big vampire lady.
Oh my
I
god.
have no
Oh my
complaints there.
god.
The 9-foot tall vampire lady.
She's too big for Smash.
Nah,
just-
her or her titties.
Oh my
yes. Anyway, as for Amaterasu, there's a lot of things that would go for her. She'd be very unique as a quadruped fighter, right next to Ivysaur, potentially Spyro too. I think she'd be ridiculous with her brush art abilities. Like she could summon suns and nature, and she could do her elemental attacks. And you know, another female character would be nice too, and just a nice little doggo in Smash. Even if she is a sun goddess, I think she just fit well, and all of her aesthetics would be beautiful too. I just think that there's a lot of potential with this character, a lot of potential.
I can see it. I can definitely see it.
I-
I know, although I don't know much about the character, I think it'd be pretty interesting.
It would actually be a good character too, because there's a lot of rumors that Akami 2 might be in development, so they could somehow bring that character, then announce that game, and sort of
please.
use Smash Bros as a promotional thing for that. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good chance. I think there's a good chance. So that brings us back to Lux. Right? What do you have as your other character?
Now, after thinking about it, and I know Miles Brown already mentioned this already, so I think this would be a good time to mention my character. And I know Sephiroth is in the game, and maybe most people think that's enough, but y'all know, yeah. But even Miles knows what I'm about to say. But like, I'll have to say Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and hear me out. Like, now, like I know a lot of people, say, "Oh, Sora is impossible. Won't be able to get in Smash because of Sephiroth, or because stuff with Disney and stuff like that." And but like, I understand that. I acknowledge that, and but let's be honest here. Like a lot of people in Smash community say things like, like back with Ridley, like they say, "Oh, Ridley's too big," or "Bayonetta's too sexy," or I don't know, Scorpion's too violent. And people say these things about certain characters as to why they can't get in. And like, I understand that. I mean, that may be what you think, but like, people say that, but when it happens, it just kind of doesn't age well. So it's just like, it's just like, and I get, people that say, "Well, really doesn't really look that good because it's normally big." Yeah. I'll be honest, really doesn't really look that good, but that's not the point. But like, it's just, I feel like no matter what people say about a character, just reasons why they can't be in Smash, it doesn't really matter as much. But they understand their reasoning why a certain character can't be in. But it's just, I don't think it really matters too much when people say, because you're just playing it off of what they announce or what
And it's
hints
all
they
up to
throw out.
Sakurai.
Yeah, pretty much. And so, I'm not really worried about people, I'm not really worried about people saying in comments like, "Oh, they had to sort of thing with Disney," or sort of no chance. And honestly, just to go on to the point, like, I think Sora, for years I've been wanting Sora, because I think he has, I don't know, I just think he has a pretty cool moveset, and it would be nice. Yeah, it would be a cool moveset, and another way to represent another, square character, of course. And like, I mean, and to me, if it's one song, two songs, I wouldn't care. But like, I can understand why most people would like to see a few more songs than just two. But like, I just think no matter what, Sora being in Smash would make me happy. Would make me incredibly happy. Only the two songs. I know it's shitty, but like, hey, like, no matter what, I'll be happy. But like, it's just I think Sora has what it takes to be a Smash, and like it'll kind of bring a whole meaning to what Sora said back in the first game where he wanted to fight Cloud again. I think it'd be a cool scene to see where Cloud fights Sora again, and it'll be really cool. And Sora would have so many cool options for will have so many cool options for for like skins and all that. Like the first game, the second game, third game, maybe even the other forms that he takes with certain. I'm surprised they didn't do. I'm still surprised they didn't do they didn't give Cloud or Sephiroth the colors to what he looked like back in Kingdom Hearts. But I can understand why. I guess I can kind of understand why they probably did that, because they didn't want to do anything. But like, I just think it'd be pretty cool if Sora was in Smash too. Like, there's people and this was even trending on Twitter at some point. Sora for Smash. Everyone's so down for Sora in Smash.
So that brings us back to Trevor. What do you got as your final character?
Well, can I give like some meme contenders actually?
Throw them out there, sure.
So well, of course, Master Chief, Among Us characters, the Fall Guys characters, for that matter too. Just seeing them plop off like, "Hi, little shit, that's for making me die. Fuck you." Just some of the, like, a shout out to all the meme characters out there that people put out there that hopefully won't come true, because if I see Fall Guys in Smash, I'm gonna lose it. I'm just saying.
You probably just cursed this by saying that. We're gonna probably get one of those as me costumes, and now, or even worse, we're gonna get Fortnite in the game.
Joe, yes. How can we forget about Jonesy? Jonesy for Smash, y'all.
You say Jonesy, I think of the character from the cartoon 16.
That's fair. That's fair.
Bro.
But okay, bringing back the nostalgia flashback I just gave y'all. My character is actually, like, again, as I said, I try to think about characters that like may have been talked about and thrown around, but like aren't really, like, you don't really hear in the overall masses. And a lot of the characters I thought about were like Soap or Alex Mason from Black Ops, like Joanna Dark, Jill Valentine, basically a lot of the characters I thought for the last one, Doom Guy, like, were shooters. But the one shooter that I feel like would do good in this, besides probably Max Payne, but that's not it, in this series, Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell. And
Same
like
one.
I have nothing to say on that.
Yeah. I've never played those games. I can't comment.
Neither have I, but they're still part of history because they kind of, like, I never played the games, but I feel like he would be a good pick because, like, Splinter Cell is kind of like Metal Gear Solid. It's like a stealth action adventure where you kind of have, like, the objective is to be stealthy and kind of take people out. It's just like Metal Gear Solid's more iconic, but I feel like Sam Fisher, with his stealth attributes and the fact that you don't always have to fight with a gun, like, he's got a lot of different tools. And the Splinter Cell games, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell games have a lot of entries in them, so it's not just like a one game spin-off thing. It started on like the PC, like the PS1 era, like late 90s, and it's been going on, and a lot of people want Sam Fisher to come back into a new game. So I feel like a nice representation of those games, like, would be Sam Fisher. A lot of people do know the character, even if they haven't played the games. So plus it would be like a wild card. It would be a wild card, kind of like how Crash would be. Though Crash, people expect the Sam Fisher, people wouldn't expect, but still probably it would be a good idea. It would be like an alternate Solid Snake, if anything.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
I see. Yeah, I wish I had more to say on that. I just never heard the character of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's Ubisoft, right? Am I right?
Yeah, it's Ubisoft. Yeah, Splinter Cell, like, at least the game rights is owned by Ubisoft.
I'd be happy for the fans, but me personally, I would be very mad because if a Ubisoft character got in and it wasn't Rayman, I'd just be going back to that artist Omni Leak and just feel the depression of that being fake all over again.
That would be me if someone from like Shin Megami Tensei got put in. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Oh, okay.
Now we,
Dante from
you know,
Devil May Cry.
we were good with our dislikes. Now you just set a fire.
or the fucking no, Joker is in Persona 5. I still was like, oh, that's cool. I don't give a shit, but that's cool. I didn't give a shit when Joker was put in fucking Smash.
How dare you?
Oof.
Listen,
Bro.
if you're gonna go, who the hell is Sam Fisher? I'm gonna say my hot takes about Persona 5 and
Fair
Shin Megami
enough.
Tensei.
Fair
Leave me
enough.
alone.
Fair enough.
You know what? Fine.
Well, guys,
Shut up,
this is bringing us towards the end of the podcast. But before we go, I gotta ask, do you guys have anything else you want to say before I go in and tell everyone's links, with YouTube's, all that stuff?
No, not that I can think of, honestly.
All right.
Fighters Pass 3, let's make it happen.
Fighters Pass. I agree.
What I would say would be what is it? Make sure to get the vaccine, kids, and if you can't get the vaccine through your doctor, make sure to suck some penis and get it through the liquid.
Oh, oh my.
Okay. All right. I wish I never asked that now. So, Miles has just recently started streaming on
Yes.
Twitch, right?
Yep. I have just mostly been playing Smash. I'll be doing that for a while until I get my PS4 fixed. It's just the HDMI port that needs some fixing there. Then I'll be doing some fighters and maybe some other games. We'll figure that out as we go along.
We also
Oh, yeah,
appreciate the comments you guys have left on our last episode. If you have any other suggestions that you would like to see for future episodes or constructive criticism in the way that was posted from our last episode, we love to see it. We actually just had a meeting about that criticism that we received, so we listened to it. We listened to all of it. Make sure to check out our Discord server, which is also in the description below. And all
and
of
Twitter,
our
and Twitter.
and Twitter. Okay,
Don't forget Twitter.
All right. I was about to say,
Oh, I
but
forgot Twitter's a thing.
yeah. We have all our
Damn,
links
we're
for
trying to.
we have all our links for all of the members here in the description. We have Miles' Twitch. Literally all our links are in the description. So guys, thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe, all that good stuff. We will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.